Here during preseason camp with head coach Tony Annese. Coach, 2.5 weeks into camp. What's the feeling like here after the work you guys have put in so far?
Well, dog days are about done here. We break camp on Thursday, and then we have students rolling in here for the weekend and school starting, and then that first game. So normality is close. It's been a long grind, but the guys, I said today, were, I never doubted their energy and effort. We're never perfect, but if you have great energy and great effort, then that's all you can ask. Learn from your mistakes and try to get better every day.
Obviously, here are the first 2.5 weeks of camp. It's been all focused on football primarily. When school starts, how does that change maybe kind of the normal routine for you guys?
Yeah, it's for us it's normal. For the players, are probably like, oh my gosh, it's school again, which is hard. I was telling them the other day, one of my greatest things now is I taught 25 years as a high school teacher, and so this time of year I was all stressed out about having to go teach a class and still be a football coach, so I don't have to worry about that anymore, but they still do, and it's hard, and it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act for student athletes in all sports, and that's why I respect student athletes so much.
A couple guys obviously coming off injuries, Carson Golker, Deion Small. Just what's it been like to see the commitment of those guys bouncing back from those injuries?
It's great. It's obviously things happen, in all walks of life when it comes to accidents, injuries, and parents sometimes say, oh, I don't want my son to play football because I don't want him hurt. And I always say, well, if you're worried about catastrophic injury, don't ever let him ride in a car, for God's sakes, So it's a very safe game, and it's gotten safer, but those are two, pretty critical injuries, and happy to have them back. They're super young men and great players.
Yeah, Coach, some of the players that have been here for a long time, just what is kind of the leadership they've been able to bring throughout camp so far?
I was just talking about that yesterday. We've got a bunch of quiet guys. Brady Rose, if he could get away with not speaking, he wouldn't. Same with Carson. They're just quiet leaders, but they represent the right thing, which is important. Tim and Bob are energy on offense. Jarvis Wyndham's been a great leader for us on defense. Guys like Jalen Jones, who has been here a long time. He's a really good leader there. Justin Payout's a good leader over there. The secondary seems to really be tuned in with what they're supposed to do and compete really hard. And then I think that, the D-line kind of takes care of themselves, but Tim Allen's been a really good guy over there. But there's a lot of, really good guys in the D-line that really work hard and have performed very well.
For sure. And now at this point, do you kind of have an idea of what game one will look like, rotations and getting guys out there?
No, not yet. There's still a lot to be seen and discussed and things like that. There's issues, obviously. Who's going to be the key special teams players, and then where do you fit in the system? We play a lot of people, so we want to be able to grow individuals to get playing time over time. But right now, the O-line's kind of settled in with quite a few good ones, and then we're trying to grow a few, but we feel good about a lot of position groups.
For sure, yeah. And then just as you move throughout the year, what is kind of your motivation for this season after just coming off a national championship?
Yeah, just be at your best. Keep your chip. That's what that says right there. Keep your chip, and then embrace our motto, which is in the fold, and our 4 core values: faith, order, love, and discipline. Represent those every day. Do the things you need to do to be the best man you can be, and And you know, whatever happens at the end happens. But you can't shoot for, you know, some crazy silly goal. You just got to grow every day and represent the program in a positive way and continue to compete and be at your best.